When the hunter becomes the hunted, our people say, "What I don't pass Gary," indicating a strange occurrence that troubles the mind. Such a situation is unfolding before our very eyes. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has invited a social media influencer, Martins Ose, popularly known as VeryDarkMan, and a cross-dresser, Idris Okuneye, otherwise known as Bobrisky, over bribery allegations against its officials. The EFCC directive came after VeryDarkMan shared an audio online in which Bobrisky claimed he bribed some EFCC officials with 15 million naira to drop the money laundering charges against him. In a statement, the EFCC chairman, Ola Olukoede, also ordered an immediate investigation into the allegations. Now let's share some reactions on the story with you.
The reason why I will not go to Lagos is this. Me, I don't have 15 million naira to pay for anything. Do you understand? And I don't have any godfather anywhere. Me, they don't come carry me go for prison. I don't have any godfather anywhere. Before now, troop me for prison. And I don't have 15 million naira just in case when I want to put something against me. Because now I can't trust you people now. I can't trust you. You can decide to set me up. You can decide to set me up. I don't trust you people, yeah? So I don't think I want to go to Lagos. So this is the headquarters here. Bring it here. Let them investigate it here. I am not coming. I don't trust you people. I will not go.
Okay, Kaidi, some serious allegations flying here and there. And EFCC has ordered both Bobrisky and VeryDarkMan, to probe the allegations, fly. What should we expect?
I think what we should expect should have started happening. So I don't know whether I should call it expectation. One of the things, I think this thing is very, very easy. I'm not an expert criminologist, but basically, I think these allegations are very easy to investigate.
Oh, very easy.
But the fact that if the voice is not deep fake, if it is verified that there was truly a phone conversation, you need to confirm whether it was just a careless talk from Bobrisky or it is just one of those, some kind of conversation to show that it was a big boy who actually lived. I mean, I'm very careful with my E. It's actually an E. Understand? Who actually lived in a VIP, prison just to prove a point that he never went through any pain. That's another serious allegation. So for me, two things I will expect EFCC to do. Names were being mentioned.
Yes.
Transactions were being mentioned. EFCC have access to the BVN. They can look at this transaction. They can trace it and confirm that there was actually transaction about this fund to start with. And if you establish that these people truly have a relationship with Okuneye, I think that's his name, you should be able to know that this is not one kind of conspiracy theory or the other. It's also to buttress that fact. Someone like Shehu Kuti has already come out to say that, hey, we went to the real prison.
Exactly.
So what is happening? The Ministry of Interior also needs to come clean.
Yeah, the Ministry of Interior, has also called for an investigation
into that particular issue. So these two institutions need to come clean while they are doing their investigation. But for Bobrisky, I think he has gone into a deeper issue. If truly that call was serious, because it's not only the bribee that should be picked up, the briber is also guilty. Except it's a sting operation like we had in the case of Femi Otedola, you remember, and Farouk. So basically, we need to look at it holistically, and this is not one of the cases that should be swept under the carpet. No. We must get to this real issue. Questions are being asked. EFCC needs to let us know what really happened. Did you drop that second charge of money laundering because 15 million was paid? It's a very serious issue.
Very serious issue. Embarrassment, I tell you. But first it was the Yaya Bello scenario. Very embarrassing. And now this one. This is not an embarrassment to many.
No, it's... I think the EFCC chairman should see that it gets to the root of this matter, because the name of the agency is being dragged in the mud almost on a weekly basis now. I mean, just mention Yaya Bello. You declared Yaya Bello wanted. Yaya Bello came to your office, spent 3 hours. You didn't do anything, and midnight, you went to his lodge, and you are saying he's not with you. You didn't see him. I mean,
it remains wanted.
It remains wanted. Somebody was 3 hours. Now, Bobrisky. Bobrisky, when I say him, he or she is not serious.
Okay.
Of course, he admitted in court that he is a he, so I'll refer to him as he.
Okay.
So, Okuneye, in as much as you don't want to take him serious, but VeryDarkMan had a conversation with him, quote and unquote, recorded. The audio is flying everywhere. But as I was coming to the studio, I got one hint that Bobrisky denied the voice tape now. So EFCC has all it takes. They have all the equipment to come clean of the case of this matter by ensuring that if they have to deploy tools that will show us that yes, the voice that is going around is AI generated. And also, if there is no iota of truth, it might not be 15 million. If there is no iota of truth in what Bobrisky, something similar must have been happening. But we've been hearing of cases of different cells for VVIPs and different cells for ordinary guys. So the Minister of Interior should also come out to talk about the conditions of the inmates in our correctional services, because this is an embarrassment that should be looked into.
All right, now talking about the issue of this allegation, the EFCC, can this case, involving this allegation, can it serve as a catalyst for a broader reform within the EFCC to address internal misconduct?
See, it won't address anything.
Oh, really?
Things like this have been happening. It will continue to happen. It depends on. Yaya Bello's case is an example. You declare somebody wanted, came to you, you couldn't, and the chairman himself told us that he even wanted him to, initially, that he wanted him to come through the back door. How can you say that? So, EFCC needs to, leave that name. They have to, that they are really EFCC. So all these kind of talks, at times, we are not supposed to be hearing things like this. Things like Yaya Bello's matter should not be staring us in the face. Had it been that there were no video recordings of when it visited EFCC, yes, probably EFCC would have denied that they ever saw Yaya Bello. That he still wanted. Somebody was in your office. Now, VeryDarkMan and Bobrisky
added to them.
Now you said you have invited them. What if, yes, we invite them and you threaten them, yes, if you agree, if you admit that somebody was trying to give you back, the bribe giver and the bribe taker, they are liable. So, sure, it might recount. So, but EFCC needs to come clean. Those who demand equity must also come with clean hands.
All right. Looking at this, out of every 12, most of the time,
there could be more than one Judas.
There could be more than a Judas. But if you were the EFCC chairman at this time, what would you be doing?
I love this question. I was going to just quickly, take the baton from Mr. Mojid. For me, I think EFCC should just leave that VeryDarkMan, young man, alone. He has helped him, to sanitize his house. If this story is fake, you don't need to invite him to detect that it is fake.
Okay.
Even as journalists, as investigative journalists, we can subject it to some fact-checking tools, and we'll get it. Let alone an investigative body like EFCC. Let them look at the veracity of that claim, of that video, because there are two versions. Some are saying that Bobrisky could have had a conversation with another person who was recording him, and he gave it to VeryDarkMan, who is believed to be very bold, very controversial, and he released it to the public. As much as he is not a professional journalist, but he should look at his story as one journalist who is a blogger has released it to the public. Go and use it as a tool to either, you know, look at it that, oh, it is mere fake, and lampoon him, come out, rather than giving other distraction that he should come to your office in Lagos, and that of Bobrisky. Okay, you can invite Bobrisky to come and also confirm it. But beyond that, before these two people come, give us facts, get into this issue that I have mentioned. There are names that have been mentioned, notable names, big names. Do you understand? So these names should be checked. Let us see the conversation that has happened between them and Okuneye. Let us look at, you know, you even mentioned in that video that, oh, because his account has been frozen, he used a particular account. He mentioned this name in that phone conversation. Let EFCC come up with a lot of facts and sweep into action. Let this issue not be swept under the carpet. Otherwise, every other person is going to accuse the EFCC of being biased. You remember that even when Okuneye was picked and Cubana chief priest, you know, they say, oh, different laws for different people. However, one was a bit smarter. But even if Okuneye is not smart, even if Okuneye, pardon my word, is so, I don't want to use, keep it a controversy. Okay, whatever it is, let Nigerians believe in you. This video is everywhere. This cannot be said about FBI, and we don't have this issue nipped in the bud immediately. Something has got to be done.
Still talking about if you were the EFCC.
I'm the EFCC chairman. I don't have any business with these two guys for now.
Purging internal the commission of its bad eggs. What should he do?
Definitely.
Should there be like a commission of inquiry, or what?
The first thing is make it public, get some people fired.
Name and shame.
Yes, get some people fired. Police, at least police has done something similar like that, where they would derobe the person publicly, put them before the media, because it's too sensitive. How can you call yourself an anti-graft commission and we can't have people being embarrassed? But you know, it's still at the level of allegation.
True.
So we need to do your investigation, make it public, and you should rather even thank this VeryDarkMan at the end of the day if this issue that he has raised is true. Now he's even saying that he's not going to appear because he doesn't trust them. He has brought an issue of lack of confidence. You are telling him to come. Are we sure you are not going to put handcuff on his hand? So do the investigation, expose the bad eggs, irrespective of who ox is God. However, maybe I should say this. The presidency should show some level of backing for the EFCC too. Because I will tell you, one of the things that has made Ribadu a reference point till today
was because the backing of the former president.
Pick the IG and nothing will happen. The IG of police.
The former president really.
So I think we need to see that body language. We need to see, because it responds directly to the AGF by default. So the presidency, let's see that backing. Let's see them bite. If he's scared of working, let him throw in the towel. But if he wants to work, let him get this backing from the president, and let's see corruption being dealt with and not being mounted.
Of course, I agree with him. But then I don't have any iota of doubt that he has the backing of the presidency. If he's having challenges, then let him speak out. I mean, he was threatening to resign if he allows Yaya Bello. So Yaya Bello came to you, 3 hours, he was in your premises, and you couldn't do anything. So on this Bobrisky matter, I mean, the NBA should get involved. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation should be involved. Darkman should go there with a lawyer, and Okuneye should go there with his own lawyer. And so that let independent people get involved, especially solicitors, so that we get to the root of this matter. If Okuneye and VeryDarkMan, if they cooked up this against EFCC, then we will know that yes, we can clap for EFCC, but on this, the onus is on the EFCC to tell us that its men are clean.
in cleaning up the internals of the EFCC, should there be like an independent inquiry? Not the EFCC investigating it. So someone even said, EFCC investigating EFCC. Should we have an independent inquiry?
You know, we have
for transparency and
we have good cops and bad cops. Sure. We have good bankers, bad bankers everywhere. So I don't expect if EFCC has 1,000 men, all of them will be saints. So, okay. And it will be difficult to do a cleanup of the system. But it's, I mean, Olukayode is the head of the organization. He should make a scapegoat. An example. An example of anybody who is found wanting. If these allegations are true, they shouldn't just dismiss it. Because, I mean, I see a situation where Okune and Darkman will be, be threatened, and they will. But, like I said earlier, that tape, that voice tape, should be well, scrutinized. They should put it to test to see whether, whether it's actually AI generated or is the real thing.
That's one thing I love the police. Yeah. Once they see that it's name and shame, they derope you. The media also covers it. Really, we look forward to that.